Here is our sketch for the month of December, and it's Dolly and I am back. And as you can see, all I took was the concept of doing a grid. That's what I took from this sketch. Also, we're supposed to do a layout, anything but a 12 by 12. But this is my first cheat. I only scrap 12 by 12s. I don't even have inserts to do. I would like to buy some inserts to do like 9 by 12 inside of it, or an 8 by 11, and that's something that'll probably happen in the future. But I've been normally taking stretch the sketch and doing it in a journal book or a traveler's notebook. But this time, not. And I'm using supplies from my mini kit Monday for the month of December. All right, off to the layout. So you can see that I laid out my grid, and now I am drawing lines on each of my different shapes of squares, rectangles, oblongs, pieces. And that just helps on your grid. If it's off a little bit, those lines help your eye not see that your grid is off a little bit, because I will eyeball when I'm laying down a grid except for the first row. So you see I put a ruler down there, and then that's it. The ruler will be taken away, and then I just line it up as best as I can by my eye. And it's a trick that Shamal taught years ago, that not to rely a lot on a ruler, because your eye will naturally be trained to put a grid together pretty straight. But just to let everybody know, nothing is straight in scrapbooking, all right? They didn't even produce the papers an exact 12 by 12. So when we're all complaining that, oh, it's off a little bit, it's not always our fault that it's off. It's the paper that's off, our cutting tools that cut them, those, that are supposed to cut our 12 by 12s. They never cut anything perfect. And so we just have to accept it and move on. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there while you're watching me do this grid, that all of us scrapbookers complain about that, but there's nothing we can do. 50%, if not 75% of it's not even our fault. It's our equipment. The product already comes crooked. You're trying to straighten it out using your different cutting mats. So you also see a lot of ladies that just use scissors because they've accepted that fact. And I've accepted that fact. Again, like 75% of the time, I don't get all freaked out if my grid's not perfectly square, if it's off, and you obviously can tell that when you're watching my videos. All right, so I'm done with that tangent, off to the layout. So you see that I've outlined all my squares, and now I am putting my grid down. And there it is, there's the complete, and now I'm ready to embellish. So there's all my embellishments. I'm going to take some white thread, sorry for that background noise there. I'm going to take some white thread just to add some more movement, again, to have your eye not focus on the grid. And you'll see that as I build my cluster, I build a nice big cluster over there to the middle lower right hand corner. So I start off by my thread, which is kind of unusual because normally I tuck my thread in later, but I started out with my thread. I'm taking this card that's probably, I don't know, I don't have a ruler. Let me see. And this card is probably, it's 2.5 by 2.5. All right, so I ink it using the Black Soot Distressed ink, and the card said, "The world is big and I want to have a good look at it before it gets dark." So I love that little quote saying. I thought it was perfect with my little guy here. This picture was taken last year in 4th grade. And he's reading, and he loves to read. He's now in 5th grade and still loves to read. The longer he continues to love to read, it's such a huge benefit for them when they enter into middle school, then onto high school, and of course college. So I hope he keeps it up as long as possible. Boys tend to gravitate away from that actually by 5th grade, but he still loves to read. So anyway, luckily his teacher snapped this photograph and emailed it to me so that I was able to scrapbook it. So anyway, you see me building my embellishment cluster. Now that globe is from My Mind's Eye collection. I think it was called Wander something. I am so glad that I'm able to use it. I think of reading about the world, so I put that there. This little chipboard is that you just see with the little arrow in it is an old close to my heart, and I inked it up one day playing around, and I saw it with my stash and said, ooh, that green goes really well with my little guy's shirt there. Then that little sticker that you see to the right says Dream On, and that is from Pink Fresh Studio. So that will stay. I just kind of scoot it down. That other round one with the heart in the middle is from Pink Fresh Studio, and I will use that, but that will go out in the upper left-hand corner. So right now you're just seeing me audition some of my pieces over there, and I just didn't want it to get too wordy. So you see me like that's inspired. These are all great words to use over here. One said happiness, one said so cool. Now this one says relax, and actually I wish I would have kept that right there. That looked really good, but I didn't. I put that leaf you see over there with a pink caterpillar, and I tuck that in underneath that card and under that sticker there, which is also from Pink Fresh Studio. Most all these little stickers are from Pink Fresh Studio. Then that sticker there says Rebel something. Again, it was fitting for him, but it was just too wordy and too much white as well. I almost wish that I didn't have that Dream On. It kind of stands out, but on the other hand, it draws your eye over to that card that I really like, and I think it'll be really cool for him to look back on, and it's just kind of like a motivational piece. So anyway, that really didn't make sense, did it? I'm sorry. But anyway, I liked it. All right, then I've got this half moon circle that I'm auditioning around the page, and it ends up in the upper right-hand corner, and it says the story. And I put it up there because that blank grid up there is going to be my little journaling spot. So that's my spot. All right, and then I paused the video because I wanted some sort of title up there and wasn't sure, and I really was futzing around a little bit, looking through all my stickers and my alphas and stuff. So anyway, the top says today, and then the little blue block letter or word says capture, so it says today capture, and then it says a reader. Now here I'm messing with the upper right-hand corner of embellishment, so I'll put that little half moon that says the story. I'll tuck in that other piece, that round piece that's from Pink Fresh Studio that had the heart in the middle, and that'll go up there, and then I'll have some green enamel dots up there. All right, so while you watch me do that, please be sure to follow the other ladies' links below. Be sure to subscribe, like, and hit the bell button. We post once a month, and our schedule is a little flexible. We try to post around the third Sunday of the month, but there's several of us ladies, and sometimes one of us has something that come up, and we try to be considerate of each other. So anyway, be sure to hit the bell button. All right, and happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas, whatever holiday, happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Have a great month of December, and we'll see you in January. Bye.